Hey everyone, it's Laura. Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to work on the granny rectangle blanket. As you can see, it's getting really big. I made a cute little rosette in the center because I can't show you the whole thing anymore because it's there. That's as big as I can get the camera. It's really big. So we're going to work on that today. And we're on ice. I went ahead and I wove in all the ends. This is the only end that's there. It's the new end that I just started the other night. Oh, my cat is leaving. He doesn't like me talking. I feel so bad. He just wants to hang out with me. Anyway, but this is the new end that we're starting with. We're on the cake row, which is my favorite row because it brings something different to the blanket. So we're gonna pull this down. Not too far down. Oh, losing the blanket. I've got the cake in a bag. That's my hair. I've got the cake in a bag down below here to try and make it easier to pull the yarn from. Let's get going. I'm finding that I can't work on big projects like this. I'm not sure this is going to work. There, try that. As often as I'd like. I think what I need to do is try and slow down, which is really hard for me. I'm used to being, you know, I'm not a really fast crocheter, but I'm used to being, okay, this cake has to come up here. See, the cake is getting smaller. We've only used one cake so far. I think we'll probably end up using two. But I'm experiencing pain right here. It's in a really interesting spot. It's where I experienced pain when I got blood drawn here last year. I had shooting pain, and I don't know if that's related. I think I'm quite certain I have nerve damage, but the act of crocheting something with the exact same repetitive motion like this over and over and over again in quick succession just seems to aggravate it. Doesn't mean we're gonna stop. I'm not giving in. There's some more of my hair. Ooh, that's a long one. But that is why we're doing smaller projects like scarves or the shawl or other things in between, just to give my arm a break. I'm working on my granny square blanket, not to be confused with the granny rectangle blanket here. I have officially finished all the squares. I went back and finished the one square that I needed, and I have one more strip to make, and with that last strip I have 3 more strips to sew together. To the blanket, and then I need to tie all the ends together and weave them in. And then go back, and there's the pattern has you do a border around the all the whole blanket when you're done, to kind of even out any unevenness when you were sewing together the squares. So I'll do that, and then I'll be done, and I will show you the blanket. I'll do a video specifically, or maybe a YouTube short if I can figure out how to do that. I don't know. I've never done a short before. It can't be that hard. But new things intimidate me. So I'll do something. I'll figure out what I'm going to do, and I'll do it. And I'll lay out the blanket on my chair or something, and we'll do a finished project look at that. Shorts are supposed to get you lots of engagement. So I don't want to say I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm unmotivated. This blanket has so much cat fur in it. To go into another color. The colors haven't been as long. They've been a different pattern. See, my arm's starting to hurt already. But we just started this video, so we're gonna have to power through it. Slow down a little bit. But yeah, the colors have been changing in a different pattern than they were. No, I don't like that. Than they were originally. Sorry, it's hard to figure out how to get this blanket to sit on the desk with me. Like how much to keep on the desk and how much to keep on my lap. And then I gotta figure out if I'm in the camera and all that stuff. How's your day going? That's the most important question here. How is your day going? My day is going okay. We were supposed to go out to travel somewhere and we didn't because of me, because I'm not feeling great. So we had a good day. I mean, don't get me wrong. We did have a good day. My mom got to go to a fabric sale at a charity shop that we have, thrift store. And turns out this thrift store was having a massive fabric sale, like their big room that they reserve for big holiday sales or furniture sales was full of fabric that they had cut into sections, and or I don't know if they cut them into sections or if they were already sectioned off, but they had them and they put tape around them with the price and everything and the yardage. And they said it took them a few months to do this, and not only was there that whole room, but two other charities, two other thrift stores in different areas of the, I don't know if they're still in the county or if they're in a different county, received equal amounts. So there was 3 giant rooms full of fabric, worth of fabric that somebody had donated. It's like, I don't know if somebody had passed away and, you know, all of their fabric had been donated, or if I don't know what happened, what the circumstances were, but it was a massive amount of fabric. And my mom had really been wanting to make a fall themed quilt to go over her sofa, like just a little one, but we don't have a fabric store, not really anyway. We have a little specialty store that has some fabric, like some quilt fabric, some batik fabric, but it is kind of expensive. And there is another locally owned, it's a locally owned store, and there is another locally owned fabric store a couple towns over that she could go to, but it would be expensive. So for like $15 she got enough fabric for the whole quilt. And she's very happy. So I'm almost glad that we didn't go on our little day trip, because, you know, she got to go and do her thing, and she's been kind of down lately, so I think it was really good for her to be able to go and do something that was fun for her. We went out to lunch, and I had food that I shouldn't have. It was really good though. I had nuggets and a milkshake. I couldn't tell you the last time I had a milkshake. It was really good, and Now my stomach is just paying for a little bit, and I have a headache, which is the reason why we didn't go anywhere today in the first place, is because I have a headache. I had a headache last night, and I sent a text to my mom saying, you know, if I wake up in the morning and I still have a headache, we can't go, because sometimes my headaches get really bad. And so far it hasn't gotten really bad. It's just kind of there, which I'm really thankful for. I was gonna have my dad help me. I've got lights outside in my patio because I don't have a yard outside my house because of the way the houses are situated. I have a patio, and I've got potted plants, and I've got string lights. And I just swapped out my Christmas lights to white lights because I was happy enough leaving the Christmas lights there all year round. But then I realized, you know, it's not going to feel like Christmas anymore when it's time to decorate for Christmas if I leave them there all year round. So I got white lights, and I got enough to go over my doorway, because I've got like an awning over my door, so I can stand there in the rain. And the problem with the lights before is that they kept shutting off because they were going under my doormat, and they would get wet and then they'd shut off whenever it rained. So I got enough to go over the door, but we went over the awning instead of under the awning, and I think it would look much better if I went under the awning so you could actually see them. So I'm hoping my dad can help me with that, but the stray kitty Fluffums is taking his, you know, once weekly extended nap in my patio. So I think it might have to wait because I don't want to bother him. I'm one of those people. I won't do anything if it's going to bother the cat. He's really sleepy because I don't think he sleeps at night. Unless someone is giving him a place to sleep indoors at night, I don't think he sleeps at night because of predators and other cats. I don't think he's sleeping at night, so he needs to get his nappies in during the day, and that one's way too big. Okay, about to change colors again. I don't know how big I want this blanket to be. I think what we're going to do is go through one of every skein that we've been working on and just see where we end up. And see if that's big enough. So, you know, it doesn't need to be like a twin size blanket or anything. It does, I kind of just was aiming for a throw size blanket. We're about to come to the corner that we started at. I realized you might all think I crochet weird, how I don't wrap the yarn around my finger like that. I just hold it. It's because I don't like the feeling of the yarn pulling against my skin. So the less contact on my finger that I have, the better. I've managed to figure out a good tension doing that, but I know that's not the normal way of crocheting. But that's okay. We all have our own way, and what matters is that we're comfortable. And that our projects turn out the way we want them. Hang on, I'm losing this side of the blanket. Okay, last one here. I should be getting my new scissors for this. My new crochet scissors. I have a pair of scissors in my parents' house where I sit and crochet over there, and it's a pair. It's from when we had our dog. It's a pair of Conair dog grooming scissors, and like the ends of the scissors are little rounded balls, so you wouldn't nick the dog. And so they're not good for everything, but the blades are really close together, so you can cut them with your left hand and your right hand. And I just think that's the greatest thing, because I can pick it up with either hand and cut, and it works. And those scissors do not work with my left hand. The blade is too far apart and I can't get it to cut. So we've got just a little cake left from the original berry swirl. I think we're gonna call it quits because I don't think my arm is gonna let me do any more. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do another, like, we're not gonna get another full row out of this. So thanks for joining me, and we will come back and do something different next time. Bye.